I've been on a roll doing so good. And then y'all, the pests show up. Hello everybody. My name is Amina and I am a backyard gardener here in Queens, New York. Welcome to my channel once again. If you're finding my channel for the very first time, I'm so glad that you clicked on to journey through this garden with me. Also, to all my subscribers that have been subscribing to my channel, thank you for the love, thank you for the support, thank you for the comments. Keep them coming. It's been amazing to read them all and to just see all of you subscribing to this journey of mine. It's new for me, but it's also exciting at the same time. And you all make it so rewarding. You all make it so exciting for me to continuously come on here and show you all what's going on in my garden. I was sharing on TikTok how somebody came for me and was calling me I was a liar about a video that I had posted. Like, everybody has their own journey, everybody has their own process. And if yours takes a little bit longer than someone else's, just share what your journey is instead of just coming for somebody else. I've by no means claimed to be an expert at anything. I'm learning and I'm growing as I'm learning. And as I'm learning, I'm sharing it with you all, you know? So that's about it. So I'm not even gonna let the negativity like just stop me from doing what I love to do and from continuously to share with you all. And before I show you guys what the pests are really doing in my garden, I want to show you guys some highlights of what's going on in the garden. Just look at my geraniums, how they are just blooming so beautifully. At the beginning of the season, I picked these up at Walmart. And when I first planted them, they didn't seem to be doing okay, but I'm so glad to see that they are blooming so beautifully. And look at my sunflower right over there. I don't know the name of it. It was a variety pack that I just sprinkled all over, and it seemed to be the only one that made it. This one I planted a few weeks ago, and I'm happy to see that it's doing beautifully. I'm not sure if this is another sunflower. I spent some time pulling out some weeds around the area. Oh, look at this. Do you see that? I wonder what's digging over there. And this is a teddy bear sunflower. I had it somewhere on that side over there, but I realized that it wasn't getting enough sunlight because the zinnias are really taking over and they look beautiful, by the way. So I uprooted it and I put it into a little container. This is actually a container when I purchased seedlings from the store. I always save the containers because they always come in handy. Somebody had asked me about my mint if it was in a pot, and yes, I always put mint in pots because they take over. I learned from my first year gardening. My first year in the garden, I did not know anything at all about mints taking over, and I had it in the ground and this entire area was full of mint. But the more that I learn, the more that I share. So I uprooted them all and I put them into just various pots. This tomato bed here is doing absolutely amazing. I've come and I've trimmed down the bottom leaves on this, which allows for airflow. And as you can see, I have some beefsteak starting to come in. This is the classic beefsteak from Baker's Creek seed. I started this as a seed. And over here I have Roma as well, which I started as a seed. There goes another one. And these I planted on June 19th because I was home. It was a holiday. I came out here, cleaned out this bed and planted it. Previously, this was the bed I had my peas growing up on this trellis. At the end of this season, I'm going to be getting rid of this trellis over here because I realize it's not working for me really. It's something I just put together by myself with some lather mesh that I picked up at Home Depot. and I joined them together with some zip ties up here, spray painted them, and my goal was to use them for trellising, and they work pretty good. I used them for my peas in the springtime, and now I have cucumbers starting to come in at the side over here. So my goal is for the cucumbers to trellis up this, but I also used it as a trellis for my tomatoes. But I'm realizing that the tomatoes are actually pulling it down, so I think it might be too heavy. Look how beautiful these zinnias are. And these zinnias were just seeds that I sprinkled, various varieties. It was the variety from Dollar Tree. It was the cactus, pollinator pack. I can't even remember all of them, but I just sprinkled the seeds all over, and I'm so happy to see they're doing beautifully. The white one though, however, is the Snow White from Baker's Creek. And yesterday I came out here and I was able, oh, that's my barbecue grill. Yesterday I came out here and I was able to harvest some, and I put those in my mom's office. So she liked those. Down here, lemongrass starting to come in. Peppermint going into seed, which I'm letting it do. And down here, this is where I had the sunflower. And as you can see that as I've separated in this one space, I'm seeing that it's starting to do a little thing and produce a little head. So I can't wait until that blooms. Down here I have cucumbers starting to come in wonderfully. Dahlias I started as tubers. I'm happy to see. I think my peppers were getting a little bit too much sun, so I try to move it into a little shady area. Sweet potatoes coming in. This is my rain barrel right over here. And now we're back to the beginning. Here are some long cayenne peppers. I can't wait until these get ripe. My dino kales are coming in. And y'all, check out these eggplants. So I was telling somebody, I said, this is the first year that I'm really gonna enjoy a harvest of eggplant. It's not been the first year that I planted eggplant, but it will be the first year that I get to harvest. And this one is absolutely ready for harvest. Can't decide what I want to do with it. Thinking about eggplant parmesan, but I never made it before. So my coworker who's Italian is gonna help me with a recipe. Let's harvest these tomatoes here. So far, these are the only tomatoes I've been able to harvest from so far, the Tiny Tims. All others, all these Romas seem to be taking their time. So I'm gonna just let them do what they're doing. I've harvested some bell peppers already and seem to be having a little issue over here, so I'm going to come out here and clean this up. Also some blight issues on this tomato over here. Some more Tiny Tims that were ready. These harvested. Oh, jalapenos coming in. Jalapeno. Gorgeous. So this is all tomatoes and peppers again. Let's go over there. Let me put these right in here. And down here we have some more zinnias. These are the purple prints and some more snow whites as well. I have a watermelon coming in right over there. Petunias, gorgeous. And my Dollar Tree planter is doing absolutely amazing. I'm happy to see some tomatoes starting to come in right over here. I don't know the variety. I cannot remember the variety that I planted in there, but it was started as a seed. And there's another tomato right over here. And somewhere on the side of the planter there as well. And now to this bed that the pests seem to love so much. Major pest issues. So I've never had as much pest issues as I'm having this year. One of them is the squash vine borer. So first of all, it actually started as a squirrel problem. So I came out and I had some T-posts laying around and this chicken wire that I purchased on Temu. So some of y'all remember I put like a panel fencing over here on the back side of this bed, and it was looking absolutely pretty. I loved it, but then I had to move it because I had to reuse the T-post to prevent the squirrels from getting into the bed. So I figured that was only it. It was just going to be a squirrel issue. I was going to be done. So I got the squirrel issue taken care of because they haven't bothered this bed at all since I put this chicken wire fencing around it. Then I had a squash vine borer problem. So I came out to check on my plants a few days ago and realized that the squash vine borer had gotten into my squash and just eaten the stem from the inside out and completely destroyed my plant. Look at what the squash vine borer has done to my squash plant. This has never happened to me before, but I guess there's always a first time for everything. So there goes this plant. I'm gonna pull it up and try to direct sow another seed. And this is my Black Beauty zucchini. Garbage. I'm not even gonna put it in the compost because I don't know if it's laid eggs in there, what it's done, but it's just destroyed my plants. So let's direct sow. Trellising upward is a great way to keep on top of insects and diseases on your plants. This is something that I'm doing this year for the very first time as far as trellising squashes upwards, and so far so good. You all saw the one that I just pulled out from here that had the vine borer pretty much destroying it. These I started trellising upwards. The more that I'm learning, the more that I'm able to do in the garden, and I'm able to share. As you can see, I have a zucchini coming in right over here. I've harvested one so far from this plant, so I'm hoping that now that I have this area a lot more open and there's a lot more space and airflow, that I'll be able to get some more zucchinis, hopefully. The one that I pulled out was a dark green, the Black Beauty, and I loved it last year. Last year was the first year that I grew zucchini, and I decided to plant several plants this year, but for some reason the bug level is just insane this year. So I'm hoping for the best for the rest of the season. I'm gonna try again by adding some compost to the soil. Excuse me, y'all. I'm holding the phone and trying to show you all what I'm doing at the same time. This is a parsley here that I am allowing to go into seed mode. So I'm leaving that as is. I have a flower over there. I might end up moving that to the corner because it seems a little shady over there, and it's not. It's actually the red flower that I have somewhere down there, and it's not blooming as much, and I believe because it's shaded out by the squash plant. So I'm gonna move that over to the corner and direct sow another Black Beauty. I was contemplating if I wanted to sow an okra, but I realized that I have a lot of space, so I don't know if I'm gonna trellis the Black Beauty zucchini upwards. It might allow me some space to hopefully plant an okra plant over there. So I'm gonna direct sow an okra seed and direct sow a Black Beauty right over there. Okay, and these are the two seeds that I'm planting, and they're both from the okra lady. So it's the Go Big okra and the Black Beauty zucchini. And I have rainwater that I'm collecting in here. One of the councilwomen in New York City was giving away free rain barrels. My sister saw the flyer and she shared it with me, and it just so happened, I believe it was like on a Thursday or so, and you had to call in. And I remember calling in and the lady telling me that I was so lucky because it was the last barrel to give away for that weekend, and I believe it was the last offer for the season. I believe they did it for like four weeks in a row. So I was so blessed to be able to get a free rain barrel. And whenever it rains, I have water coming down from this roof right into the rain barrel. And it really helps because plants love rainwater. And it's a great way to conserve water as well. And it comes with a spout. So that's absolutely amazing. Also, New York City was giving away free compost. So that's the compost that I added to the bed before I planted. And I've been so blessed to find out so many more things that I previously did not know. Any way that you can save in the garden is always great. So when you plant your seeds, you always want to make sure that you water after. And once you do your part, then you allow nature to handle the rest of that. So that's about it. I'm gonna water my flowers in the corner that I transplanted. So far the garden is doing beautifully. I'm happy to see a squash coming in and another zucchini coming in over there, and I'm looking forward to so much more. These are male flowers so far on the plant. So each squash plant has a male flower and a female flower. The female flower produces the fruits, and the male flowers are needed to pollinate the females so the females could continue to grow. These green beans that are not producing green beans, I don't know why, and I've been fertilizing, so I don't know what's going on. But check out these purple Prince beauties. Can't wait until all the blooms come out and it's just layered and beautiful and full. This is actually a Coreopolis that I picked up from Walmart. It was on its deathbed, like it needed resuscitation, like CPR, everything. But I purchased it and decided to give it a second chance at life. Watered it, put it in a shady area, and y'all, just look at how beautiful this is. So gorgeous, and it's a perennial, so it's gonna come back every year. So far it's still in the original pot that it came in, but I'll work on that, getting that, finding space for it, putting it somewhere in the ground. But I'm loving it right over there, and it's attracting the pollinators to this bed too. So far y'all, that's what I have going on in the garden. Once again, thank you all for your love and your support and your comments and your likes. I'm so appreciative of you all. If you have not liked my videos and if you have not subscribed, it is not too late. Please do so. I am almost at 500 subscribers, y'all. I need 5 of y'all to click subscribe on my video so that I can get to 500 and then hit my next target goal, which will be 1,000. So hopefully I'll be at 1,000 in the next couple of months, and then I can be an overachiever of my goal for this year. I'm gonna even tell y'all my goal, okay? And thank you all for subscribing. Thank you for walking through the garden with me. I'm so appreciative of you all. I will not be able to do this without your love, without your support, without your comments. Don't forget, if you're an experienced gardener and you find my channel and you have any suggestions for me, especially with the little pest problems I've been having, I really look forward to learning from each and every one of you. And thank you for those that have shared that you are learning from me. I'm learning and I'm sharing as I'm growing. So thank you all once again. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the sprinkler because it's really it's hot. We've had like humid temperatures, but I'm happy that it's a little cooler out here today. But I want to get some rest. Today's Sunday. I want to get some rest. I just finished from church and I want to get some rest, so I'm just gonna turn on the sprinkler for a little while and come back in a little while and turn it out. Once again, thank you all. I hope you all have an amazing Sunday. God bless you all, and I will see you in my next video.